Thousands of people pour into emergency rooms and millions line up to be vaccinated, Brazil's public health officials and recently even its military are fighting to control vector-borne diseases. Mosquitoes are carrying illnesses like dengue and yellow fever into Brazil's largest cities, including Rio and Brasilia. The two most recent outbreaks in Brazil have caused a total of more than 80 deaths, 50,000 new infections, and widespread panic. As a result of global warming, mosquitoes, ticks, rodents, and other vectors are expanding their geographic range and altering long-established patterns of disease. Climate changes worldwide are also causing serious problems with food and water supplies, increasing mental health concerns, and exacerbating air pollution, which elevates chronic disease. Global temperature increases over the past century have led to an estimated 50,000 deaths and the loss of 5.5 million disability-adjusted life years daily. The World Health Organization has documented 39 new or re-emerging diseases since the 1990s, which many are linked to global warming, an explosion of illnesses that has not been seen since the Industrial Revolution, when masses of people moved from cities to cities, thereby increasing the spread of disease. Nevertheless, only minimal attention has been paid to one of the most significant yet least publicized hazards of climate change, its impact on the health of people worldwide. Human health, influenced by a complex system of biological, social, economic, political, and geographic factors, is particularly vulnerable to the effects of global warming and has significantly humanitarian, economic, and national security implications. Many infectious diseases exhibit sensitivity to climate change. Mosquitoes, the most common disease vectors that spread illness such as malaria, dengue, West Nile virus, encephalitis, and yellow fever, thrive in wet and humid tropical environments. Currently, at least 1 million people die every year, including 3,000 children every day, just from malaria. A 3.6 increase in global temperatures would cause malaria-carrying mosquitoes to enter new geographic areas, placing millions more people at risk for the disease. Moreover, this is just not a problem for the developing world. Malaria and dengue fever have been reported in the United States. West Nile encephalitis outbreaks linked to warmer temperatures have also been on the rise in America as well. Studies also suggest that extreme storms of El Nino increase mosquito populations, contributing to a five-fold rise in malaria rates worldwide. As global change produces more extreme weather events such as hurricanes, floodings, spikes in the other weather-sensitive diseases can be expected. Furthermore, deforestation, warming, has brought animals and ticks in contact with humans, resulting in the emergence of a new infectious disease, Lyme's disease, first reported in the United States in 1975. Global warming is expected to project the expanded range of ticks carrying this disease. The Earth's water supply has also been profoundly affected by global warming, endangering the health of people and the planet. Water is essential to all aspects of life, yet 99% of water on Earth is unsafe or unavailable to drink. As a result of global warming, water will become even more scarce and contaminated as climate patterns change, extreme weather events occur, and glaciers melt. The 20th century has witnessed the greatest increase in temperature of any century in the past 1,000 years, bringing with it a change in precipitation patterns and a rise in sea levels. Global sea levels have risen at a rate of 0.07 inches per year from 1961 to 2003, an even greater rate of 0.12 inches per year on an average from 1993 to 2006, reducing freshwater availability and elevating water temperatures that threaten already scarce water supplies. The 2007 Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change reports that the global mean sea level is expected to rise between 7.1 and 23.2 inches by the year 21,000. In many places, a rise in 19.7 inches would cause some beaches to be washed away, and for some islands, such as the Maldives, it can mean significant portions of the land being submerged underwater. Furthermore, the combination of extreme weather events and changes in the availability of water will affect agricultural food production, thereby destroying botanical sources of natural medicines, incapacitating sewer systems, and resulting in widespread population displacement, leading to disruptions in acute and chronic disease management with national security implications as well. Some of the world's major conflicts have arisen over disputes concerning land and water, and these type of tensions may even become more prevalent as resources diminish. Change to the Earth's water supply has threatened thousands around the globe with new diseases and sanitation concerns. 1.1 billion people worldwide lack safe drinking water, and 2.6 billion people do not have adequate access to sanitation. In the United States alone, more than 750,000 cases of diseases associated with unsafe drinking water have occurred between 1980 and 1996. Moreover, changes in the quality and distribution of water in the aftermath of extreme weather events are linked to increased malnutrition and food poisoning, increased rates of child and infant mortality, and elevated morbidity and deaths from diarrheal diseases. Flooding in particular causes upsurges in rodent-borne diseases such as tumeria, plague, viral hemorrhagic diseases, and cholera. The impact on human health continues long after the waters recede, with toxic contamination of food and water and mental health problems such as post-traumatic stress disorder and depression. Not surprisingly, developing nations bear the overwhelming burden of the health damages effect of climate change. Of the 600,000 casualties caused by weather-related natural disasters in the late 1990s, 95% occurred in the developing world. As a result of flooding in 2007 alone, 30,000 people lost their lives in Venezuela, and in China, 105 million people required immediate basic survival needs such as food, water, shelter, sanitation, and medical assistance. Scientific evidence also suggests that the noticeably hot summers of recent years may not be a coincidence. Climate change generates extremely hot weather, which threatens large populations of groups across the world with heat stroke and cardiac and respiratory complications. Example of the 2003 European summer heat waves, during which temperatures reached from 95 to 105 Fahrenheit, were associated with 35,000 deaths in a 2-month period. As the average global temperature rises, such heat waves can be expected to increase in severity and frequency. Along with changes to water supplies and temperature patterns, global warming has dramatically affected the quality and safety of the very air we breathe. Air pollution is linked to 2 million deaths worldwide. Global warming enhances smog formation, which contributes to an increased risk for chronic diseases including lung cancer, heart disease, asthma, and allergies, the rate of which has increased fourfold in the United States alone since 1980. Recent studies have found that carbon dioxide stimulates the production of pollen and other spores of some fungi found in the soil. These allergens are carried in the lungs of humans by diesel particles found in urban areas, contributing to an increased risk for acute and chronic disease. These illnesses are further exacerbated by ground-level ozone formation emanating from traffic emissions, increases in particulate matter, pollen and mold, and exposure to greenhouse gases like nitrous oxide. A study extrapolating the effects of air pollution suggests that only a 1.8 Fahrenheit rise in temperature could increase global warmings by another 21,000 per year. Recent conditions in Beijing offer a worrisome example of the effects of air pollution on human health. In this city of over 17 million people, 2007 smog levels exceeded safety guidelines set by the World Health Organization by 400%, leaving citizens with only 65 days of acceptable breathing air and prompting public health officials to close highways and restrict air travel. These environmental problems have raised concern by some people about the health of athletes competing in the 2008 Summer Olympics. The profound effects of climate change demonstrate that the health of our planet and its people are entwined and underscore why action is needed now, today, on multiple fronts to safeguard the health of people worldwide. The fight to stop global warming and reduce its further damaging effects begins with a cleaner energy future and a more climate-conscious population. Greenhouse gas emissions must be reduced and natural resources protected through increased use of clean, efficient energy sources, developing new clean technologies, and encouraging individuals to make more environmentally conscious lifestyle decisions. Public health infrastructure and planning must be strengthened by advanced climate modeling and satellite monitoring, improving environmental public health tracking and disease surveillance, and increasing research into